Don't interrupt
Hey,
stars
son.
when they're recording.
Hey.
We're bloody stars, you know.
Don't comment.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 final albums.
I cheated myself like I knew I would.
And now to hear this shocking news at the age of 69, just after he brought out a brand new album.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the best last studio albums from bands and solo artists. What are your favorite goodbyes from famous musical acts? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, In Through the Outdoor, Led Zeppelin.
There's a light in your eye that keeps shining, like a star that can't wait for a night.
Led Zeppelin had one of the best runs in rock history. And who knows how much longer they could have kept the streak going had it not been for the untimely death of John Bonham. When the drummer passed away in 1980, the surviving members decided not to continue without him. That means the band's 8th album, In Through the Outdoor, ended up being their last. While the album received a mixed reception upon release, it might not be as loved as Led Zeppelin 4 or Physical Graffiti, it's still a worthy listen, especially for the band's implementation of synthesizers. Number 9, Strange Ways, Here We Come, The Smiths. For such an influential band, the Smiths had a relatively short-lived career, but they definitely made all of their releases count.
Girlfriend in a coma, I know, it's really serious.
The band's 4th album was a bittersweet goodbye to fans who fell in love with Morrissey's clever lyrics and Johnny Marr's gorgeous guitar melodies. The album saw the band shaking up their influences and instrumentation, taking cues from the Beatles' White Album as well as the Walker Brothers. Strange Ways, Here We Come also saw the band experiment with synthesized sounds and drum machines. Sadly, Marr left 2 months before the album's release, leading to the band's end.
Life tends to come and go as long as you know.
They ended on a high note, however, with Marr, Morrissey, and Smith's drummer Mike Joyce all going on to call it their best album. Number 8, American 4, The Man Comes Around, Johnny Cash. Even as the end of his life neared, Johnny Cash kept making incredible music.
I hurt myself today.
American 4, The Man Comes Around was produced by Rick Rubin and is one of the country legend's best albums.
Things on your chest, you need to confess. I will deliver, you know I'm a forgiver.
It's a perfect goodbye to an icon with an unmistakable voice and presence. What's even more amazing is that most of the songs here are covers, including 9 Inch Nails' Hurt and Simon & Garfunkel's Bridge Over Troubled Water. But Cash makes them his own.
Like a bridge over troubled water.
While there have been several posthumous Cash albums released, American 4 stands apart as an enduring monument to this music legend. Number 7, Icky Thump, The White Stripes. The White Stripes were a throwback to another musical era, when a band could make it big with nothing but a guitar, drums, and a whole lot of passion. Okay, and a few other instruments here and there. Icky Thump, the band's 6th and final album, features all of the band's hallmarks, from the scorching riffs to the catchy choruses.
Conquest, she was just another conquest.
It went on to earn them 2 Grammys the following year in 2008. While Icky Thump wasn't planned as the duo's last release, the group confirmed their breakup in 2011. According to Jack White, drummer Meg White's lack of interest in the band is what ultimately led to its dissolution.
Yeah, you don't know what love is. You do as you're told.
Though fans were devastated, there's no denying that the White Stripes held our interest from beginning to end. Number 6, You Want It Darker, Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen always had something to say, covering everything from the big stuff like life and love to more personal and introspective subjects.
Steer your heart past the truth that you believed in yesterday.
On his 14th album, released just 17 days before he passed away, Cohen delivers his signature wry and wounded poetry in his gorgeous, gravelly tone.
There's nobody missing. There is no reward.
The minimal compositions give the 82-year-old Cohen and his words the spotlight, and he displays remarkable candidness about his mortality. Despite the serious subject matter, You Want It Darker is a moving and at times hopeful listen.
Little by little, we're cutting the cord.
It really embodies the wisdom of looking back and seeing the impact you've made on the world and the people you met along the way.
Idle claim, you want it darker. We kill the flame.
Number 5, Back to Black, Amy Winehouse. Back to Black wasn't Amy Winehouse's first album, but it was the release that saw her become a worldwide musical sensation.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no, no, no.
Written in the wake of a separation from her eventual husband, Blake Fielder Civil, Back to Black finds the late singer letting out her emotions in full force.
I ain't got the time, and if my daddy thinks I'm fine.
To this day, hearing songs like Rehab feels like you're hearing Winehouse bare her soul for everyone to hear. After winning 5 Grammys, all eyes were on Winehouse.
Told you I was trouble. You know that I'm no good.
Sadly, she passed away in 2011 at the age of 27. Listening to Back to Black, you can't help but mourn the talent that was lost and think about the songs she never got the chance to sing.
We only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times.
Number 4, In Utero, Nirvana. Nirvana shook up the music industry in ways we've seldom seen replicated, and few deaths have rocked the music world to its core, like the passing of Kurt Cobain in 1994.
I've been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks.
In Utero, the rock band's third and last album, is by no means a retread of their blockbuster Nevermind album. Produced by Pixies collaborator Steve Albini, In Utero finds Nirvana going grittier and challenging their fans in ways they might not have been anticipating. But the more you listen to In Utero, the more you can appreciate how well the band continued to push their sound. And they did it while still creating great songs like Heart-Shaped Box and All Apologies.
What else could I be? All apologies.
There will never be another band quite like Nirvana. Number 3, Black Star, David Bowie. When rock legend David Bowie's death from liver cancer was announced in January 2016, it shocked the world. Most people had no idea that Bowie was sick, and he had just dropped what would turn out to be his final release.
I've got scars that can't be seen.
Black Star, his 25th studio album, is one of the artist's most daring releases, which is saying a lot coming from such an adventurous creator.
On the day of execution, only women even smile.
Black Star is a jazz-infused commentary on existence and the mysteries of the great beyond, perfectly delivered by a man who always kept us guessing.
How many times does an angel fall?
Through all of the personas and costumes, Black Star reminds us that Bowie was first and foremost a truly inspired artist.
Seeing more and feeling less. Saying no, but meaning yes.
Number 2, Electric Ladyland, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. When you think of the electric guitar, you think of Jimi Hendrix. No artist has done more for the instrument than the late legend, and his final album contains some of his mightiest compositions and performances. Included on the Jimi Hendrix Experience's final album is his hit cover of Bob Dylan's All Along the Watchtower, as well as the stunning closer, Voodoo Child, Slight Return. For more than 70 minutes, this album takes listeners on an audio journey they'll never forget. Hendrix sadly passed away 2 years later, but Electric Ladyland cemented his place in music history as a timeless legend. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Synchronicity, The Police. Many iconic songs on the band's fifth album. Life After Death, The Notorious B.I.G. Biggie reaffirmed his massive talent with this posthumous release.
Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me.
Innuendo, Queen. A Beautiful Goodbye from Freddie Mercury and his band. Invincible, Michael Jackson. The King of Pop's 10th album was one of his most interesting. Pearl, Janis Joplin. The blues rocker left us with a stunning sophomore solo album.
Good enough for me and my Bobby again.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Let It Be, The Beatles.
Jojo was a man. A bit faster, do you think? A bit faster.
Some say that Abbey Road is the Beatles' final album, but if we're going by release dates, the answer is Let It Be. Recorded during a time of strife for the Fab Four, the tension can even be felt on the cover art, with each member in his own space.
Get back, Joy!
But this is the Beatles, and they can make amazing music even under difficult circumstances. Among the iconic tracks on this album are Dig a Pony, Across the Universe, and Get Back.
Get back, back to where you once belonged.
3 of the recordings were taken from an impromptu concert on the roof of Apple Corps, the band's final live concert. For closing out the career of such an important band in such a powerful way, we have to let it be our number 1.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.